The minister, who is responsible for culture, youth and sports within the country, came under severe fire over the weekend for comments he made against persons of African descent while appearing as a guest on a local radio show which was broadcast on social media.
Rawl was, I think,
Pleasant
or something like that.
Yeah.
Those are examples of areas where you need inspiration. And the part of the problem that's coming from the PNC and the APNU AFC camp is that they don't have examples of how they have taught their own followership to be wealthy.
Responding to the narrative being peddled by the minister was chairman of the Public Accounts Committee and APNU AFC Member of Parliament, Jermaine Figuera, who seemed to be very incensed about the minister's comments.
His tenure at the university, a lot of professional role models who were lecturers taught him. Teachers at the school that he attended, who we consider to be role models in the black community, taught him and contributed in some regard to the limited education that he apparently would have acquired. A waste of the experience of many professional black academics who would have contributed towards nation building.
Figuera is demanding an apology for the comments made by Ramson Jr., while also calling on the governing administration within which he serves to recognize that he is unsuited for the position he holds as minister.
And I took umbrage of it. Many other persons took umbrage of it. And we believe that he should apologize sincerely. And I hope that the government in itself would see the wisdom and understand that Mr. Ramson is unsuited to fill that portfolio.
Figuera is also calling on persons of East Indian descent to condemn the utterances by the minister, while asserting that the country should embrace the culture of oneness and that the minister's comments can only be seen as divisive and disrespectful.
Not only African Guyanese, the Indian community as well should also find this statement very offensive.
Unlike Figuera, the leader of the opposition, Joseph Harman, in his condemnation of Ramson's statements, said he is not calling for an apology, but rather for those who are appalled by the statement to, and I quote, push back against those who seek to define the African Guyanese reality within a nanoscopic and inglorious context. Following the minister's comments, a furore erupted across social media platforms, the likes of Facebook and Twitter. Popular activist and political critic Mark Benchcop proffered that the minister's statements were representative of political shallowness while accusing him of spewing political propaganda. Another user on Facebook, Malia Gomes, encouraged the minister to practice the use of correct terms when referring to Guyanese of varying ethnicity, pointing out that instead of saying black, he ought to address those persons as African Guyanese, and the same follows for other races. Meanwhile, Shaunath Simon, in her comment, posited that the only thing he, the minister, is right about is that the APNU AFC government did not do enough for the black community. The government has remained tight-lipped over the situation so far. Wendell Badrie reporting for the HGP Nightly News.